Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Hi, hi. Hi, 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 hi. Still got my cough, by the way. It hasn't happened yet, but I guarantee you, if I keep talking, you'll hear it eventually. But yeah, we are doing... Let me pull up everything, hold on. We're doing another documenting stream today, which is fun. I honestly really liked last week's documenting stream because I didn't expect it to be that active. Hi Marcio, how are you? But I really enjoy this type of stream where we just sit back and just like browse Bulbapedia for like 3 hours. It was fun, and we're gonna be doing that again today. With any luck, we're gonna finish the starter Pokemon today. That's the plan. We're gonna finish the pages for the starter Pokemon today. And I'm actually excited to show this stuff off because hold on. I'm like brain farting right now. Here we go. So, if I come over here, and I do this, I do that, whoop, I figured out this cool thing, chat. So now, instead of all of these being separate files, I just put all of them in the same document, and you can go through. You know? And I think that's pretty cool. And you can come here, and you can scroll through. And you come over to this one, you can scroll through, and it's all on the same page now. So you don't have to like comb through 50 billion different tabs to look at the different mons, because it'll just be in a list on the side here. And then also, off stream, since I wasn't live on Wednesday, I decided to do a little bit of work off stream, and I did Tindorus's page, and then I also did Furnaris. I think these are done. I don't know if I'm forgetting anything in them, but I did do these two off stream. I didn't get to Barbekion yet, but we're gonna do that today. Shouldn't take very long, and then we can go to Bublam, go through all of his TMs, and then do that line, you know? And it should be a pretty chill stream. I'm honestly astonished that I haven't started like coughing yet. But I got my bag of expired cough drops, so that's what's keeping it at bay right now. Oh wait. There it is. Alright. So, oh, and also, I went back through Furley's TM list, and I added some stuff, because I found a new way to, like, I found a new method of, like, going through and adding stuff. And then I also put them in alphabetical order, which is pretty easy, but I like added some moves. Like last stream, we somehow forgot to add like Protect. I'm not sure how that happened, but it's here now. Along with some other moves you might notice that I threw in like after the fact. Smart Strike, stuff like that. Egg moves, I might have edited the egg moves a little bit. I mean, there's noticeably less, so I probably did. And then for Cypertops, I also added, where is it? Boop a doop a doop boop a doop a doo. I also added Frenzy Plant and I added Grass Pledge. Because, you know, we also forgot those. But it's okay, because they're here now. And then, yeah, naturally Cypertops is gonna have more TMs in the list than its pre-evolutions, but, you know, I think that's pretty par for the course. And then I also need to remember, okay, chat, don't let me forget about this, but, I need to add these to the actual data pack because I haven't fully updated the actual data pack with all this stuff yet, so you're gonna need to do that at some point this stream. So don't let me forget about that. And then also, we have the Cerebi attack decks here, which is pretty cool. Boop. So we got all this, we have all the data here. It's a little lopsided, you'll just have to ignore that. And then we also have Bulbapedia here as well, in case we decide that this is cooler. I honestly prefer this website just because I've been using it for years and years, and Bulbapedia, I think, in my opinion, is slightly harder to navigate. But you know what? That's what we're doing today. Okay. So, let us begin by copy and pasting this thing. Whoop. Please. Okay. Number 006. There we go. Alright. And okay. First things first, we replace the images. Whoop. Why is he off to the side? Who knows? Here's the shiny. And then we hope that they can fit here. Okay. How big is Cypertops actually? Cypertops is that big. Barbekion will need to kind of measure up to that. I think we'll just use similar sizes. 3.4. Okay. 3.4. 3.4. Okay. And then we just gotta, I guess that's centered. It doesn't look centered at all. And I can tell why. But you know what? What the heck? Like that? Yes, I get. Okay, I don't understand this at all. There we go. It just looks so goofy sometimes, and I don't know why. Okay. Get rid of this. I don't know why this is here. Boop. Nope. Like that. Okay. we're gonna run it like that. That's what it's gonna look like. Cypratops is slightly bigger, but that's because his portrait is like taller. I think, unless I want to do that. Because there is 2 spaces here. Okay, cool. Wait. How did I miss that? Why did I like disappear when that happened? What the hecky? Barbecion's the Gorman Pokemon. He can be like 6'1", which I don't know how much. I don't know how big that is in like. Wow, thank you for saying it equals 72 inches is 6'1". Thanks for that. I appreciate it. I don't even think that's right. Is that? I'm pretty sure that's just wrong. Anyway, it's 1.9 meters. And then he can weigh like that much. I don't know. I feel like he needs to be heavy. Like, not the heaviest, but he's going to be very sizable considering he eats, and that's like his thing. He makes food. 193.7 kilograms. Hi, Stiggy Man. How are you? I forget how much this is already. 193.7. Okay. Okay, and then excuse me. Have you ever noticed how the name Barbekion is so menacing? Like, when you say the name, it feels like you're gonna fight a boss. When you see the design, it completely changes your mind. I don't know. Because I didn't come up with the name Barbekion. One of my collaborators did. But I had several worse names that I had come up with. And I think Barbekion fits him better than anything I came up with. Because he like a barbecue stuff. He's got a kebab. I had to ask AI to help with code, and I feel like it's the worst thing ever, but I just could not figure out how the heck to build Xgetty with GOIP direct. I read, okay, I don't know if this is what it actually is, but I read that as Dragon Ball mod. Which, you know, it's probably not what it is, but I think I just wanted to point that out. Also, ouch. I feel for that. We need the Dragon Ball mod for our reverse proxy. Gotcha. You gotta ask Shenron to make the code for you. Alright. I'm now realizing I should pull up the actual code, because I don't know what effort values Barbekion gives you when you look at that. It's totally not a GeoIP database. No, it's Dragon Ball. Because then you ask Shenron to complete your code, because then you don't need the AI. Why does Barbekion only give you 1 attack point? You should give you 2. No, he should give you HP. What am I talking about? Why does the entire Cinderace line not just give you HP? I'm so confused. I guess. You collect all 7 AI agents to summon the dragon. Yeah, you need ChatGPT, you need Grok, you need DeepSeek, you need like Copilot, you need Gemini. You gotta get all of them. Where is Tinderis's data files? That is not Tinderis's data files. Hold on. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm looking through data. Yeah, Tinderis has higher HP. I don't know why he would give you attack IV. That doesn't make any sense. No love for my boy Quen out here. We pirating models for locally. What is Quen? I've never heard that one. Is it? I guess it might not just be like a mainstream one, because I've literally never heard of Quen. Either that, or I'm living under a rock in space. But you know, that's neither here nor there. Okay, I fixed the code in the actual add-on so that they give you HP now. It's a model using other models to distill its output so that it can be pretty good. Still run on like a 3069. That's not bad. So it literally just steals the other models. I think it's fun when AI companies get ripped off, so I think that's cool personally. Okay, Barbekion. I need to change the dex entry, which would be in the lang files, which I need to pull up. I always don't pull up the lang files when I do this, and I end up needing to, like, way later. Okay. Boop, 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 doo, ba, doo. Whoop. Over here, replace all of this with that dex entry. And then I need the alternate dex entry. Boop. There we go. Okay, I had a thought earlier. Do you think my stream would be more entertaining if I had like a really bad microphone? So that when I talked, it was like you were on like Xbox Live. Do you think that would be cool, or do you think that would be like insufferable? Alright. Excuse me. I should just always have a cough drop. I think that's something that just needs to happen. Whoop. Alright. Cough drop acquired. I also need to refer back to this move to see like what actually its stats are, because I don't remember. I made this in like one day and I forgot about it because it was a JavaScript file and not a JSON file. And that made me upset because I don't know how to write in JavaScript. Okay. Except Koishi did link me to a thing that lets me like see how to write like the custom moves and such. So that's fun. And I haven't looked at it yet, but I'm definitely want to. Accuracy 100, boost power 80. Please. Let me power 80. Accuracy 100. Done. So this will be like the move that you use, you know? And then if I come back over here... then I need to... Okay. And to fix this up, 26 crunch. Should be 39 body slam. 45 flamethrower. And then 2 more. One of which should be Flare Blitz, which I don't think is a TM. Oh wait, yes it is. That'll be 48. And then Inferno is the last one. Which he can learn? Where is Inferno? I did not give this thing Inferno. Okay. Awesome. Alright, luckily we can just come here, we could say fire. Inferno right here. 150. Okay. I don't know why he can't learn this via TM. He should be able to. Learns it at level 54. I'll just copy this. And then it is a special move. 150. 50 accuracy. 5 power. I got it. I'm also going to insert this as a TM move. Whoop. I can, if it'll, there we go. Okay. And I'm also gonna put this on the other two. Because why not? Inferno goes here. And then also... I don't know why I feel they need to put these in like a specific spot. I really don't. I don't need to, but... it makes me feel a little better, you know? Alright, now... we go through and we delete any from Furnace and Tinderus that we don't want them learning before they level up. For example, Fire Pledge and Blast Burn. They can't be having those, I'm sorry. I don't think Tinderus or Furnace are gonna learn Hard Press either. And not Giga Impact. Not Focus Punch. I mean, I can't really punch to begin with, so... Body press? Sure. Is Helping Hand on here twice? Hold on. It is. What the heck? How did I not catch that? Which means it must be on twice. Here as well. And here. Yeah. Really just don't know how that happened. Okay. Is it on these ones as well? Because I think I gave everything a Helping Hand. No, okay. And then I gotta do the same thing here. Get rid of Fire Pledge. Get rid of Blast Burn. Get rid of, what is it? Hard Press. Giga Impact. Focus Punch. I don't think Tinderous should be able to learn Earthquake either, sadly. Sorry. That's for your older brother. I give him Body Press. All the other stuff I think is fine. Yeah, okay. And I give him these as his egg moves, which is fine. All good and happy. All that's left is the BST, which I have the stat spreads right here. 110, 110, 75, 95. $75, 95, and then what are the last two? 90, 50. Okay. Make sure we're not forgetting anything. Oh, right. We come over here. Insert row above. He should get rest. At level 1. Just for, like, continuity's sake. And then I think the rest of this was fine. I have no idea how heavy this is, by the way. Like, in comparison to other Pokemon. Wait, we can actually look that up. Hold on. Check this out. If we go to the Scarvile Pokedex, we can go... Maybe? By stats... The stats are different in the different games? Weird. I guess maybe they include, like, megas and stuff. Because, like, I can look up Pokemon by, like, total BST. I wanna see if I can look up Pokemon by, like, their weight, though. Like, if I just come here and I go to, like, Snorlax, right? He weighs 1,000 pounds, which is crazy, first of all. How much does, like, Aggron weigh? Dang, okay. I guess maybe if he's 6 foot, he should weigh more than... Well... You know what? I'm gonna bump up Barbekion's weight, actually. I'm gonna make it, like... We can just, like, add 100, you know? Because he, like... He doubles in size, but... He becomes, like... a big boy, you know? Which means I have to recalc... 527 pounds is 239 kilos. 239. Okay. All right. I think that's everything, right? All right, next. gonna duplicate Tinderus and make it number 007. Bablam. And then we gotta change all of this stuff, which will be fun. Trust, strong trust, it'll be fun. This is gonna be the annoying part. This part is always the annoying part with the images. But first off, we have to come here. Data, species. I gotta look at what levels these things evolve at, because I'm pretty sure they're different than 1636. Okay, because Bubblim is 15. And then 36. 1536. Okay. Which means we can just come here, we can click on, like, I don't know, Mareep. We're just gonna take this. There we go. Level 15. I hope Mr. Cerebi doesn't mind that I do that. Cause I follow him on Twitter, so it's like and plus it's like, it's so nice. It's such a nice visual anyway. So it's like, you know what I mean? Now we get rid of these, and we get rid of these, and we come here, and we go, I don't have the folder pulled up. Whoop. Bubblam number 1. And number 2. He's large. Chat. Whoop. Oh, we can make these guys big. Dude, look at this. Except, I don't know if I want to. I think I can make them like 3.2. Like that. And then... get rid of all this. I don't know what this... What the hecky? Oops. Like that. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. This is not... We need this all to be that. I don't know why it's not doing that. It's like, really, for real. It's like not centered even a little bit. Like I could just do that, but that's sloppy. But it's like, whatever. Did that fix it? No. There we go. Okay. I wish it wouldn't scroll all the way to the bottom, but you know what? We live with it. Why do you do this? Oh, it's because the cursor's right there. Okay, maybe I'm an idiot. Okay, I changed my mind again. I want these to be smaller. 3. We can just make it 3. Wow, I was within 0.01 just with like eyeballing that. That was crazy. There we go. Look how much better that is. Okay, Tinderus, you can go up here too. And then we replace the fire. 0.5. Let's go back to the attack decks. Boop. Boop. 0.5. I did change around Bubblem's, like, learn set recently. I don't remember what to. But, that's what we're gonna be referencing today. So hopefully it's not terrible. Man, I feel like Furley is not 2.5 feet tall. I feel like he's much smaller than that. I feel like Furley's like almost 2 feet tall. Like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like he's like that tall, you know? Because he is not 2'7". Is like, you know? I feel like that's a little big. You wanted them combo gender? Nah, just one of them. I'm just a guy. Also, hi, welcome in. How are you? I don't know, man. Seems sus. I am very strongly masculine. What, can't you tell? Also, I need to change the meters, but I don't know meters. Bubblim, he can be... You either cosplay as February, actually. Why are you here? That's my first question. I don't know either. That's not very nice. I'm sorry. Whoop. We're just gonna... Boop boop bitty 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 beep boo. Chat. You shouldn't call the streamer mean things. And even if it might not be intention to be mean, it could still come across as mean, so be careful out there, okay? Alright. Excuse me. Let's see here. I lost my train of thought. All right. Converting feet and inches to meters. 2 meters. 0.3 meters for Bubblim. 0.3. Wait, no, it's point. Okay, it's 0.5 for this guy. I don't know what I'm on right now. 0.5. Also 0.5. Also 0.5. Okay, they're all 0.5 meters. 0.5 and 0.5. Okay, cool. National number 7. Bablam. I don't remember this guy's taxonomy. Why is that the word that comes to mind? Alright, I have it pulled up right here. Wow, wouldn't you know it? It's the tiny sheep Pokemon. I would have never guessed that. It's not even that small, it's like almost 2 feet tall. But I guess he doesn't really have, like, legs, so. As for the weight, this thing got away like 12 pounds. Like, not even kidding. This thing weighs like nothing. Uh, 5.4 kilograms. Excuse me. Very glad I got to know you. Your streams help me to make better models and textures and animations. Really? I'm so happy to hear that, actually. I'm glad my streams could serve as like a example. I don't know. I'm glad I could help you out. I don't want to give myself too much credit, because I kind of just goof around, but you know, I appreciate that a lot. Whoop. Torrent, and then lightning rod, and I need the ability for lightning rod. I need the I need this. Hold on. Does it say okay? Extra time moves are down to the okay. Alright, and it's gonna be funky when I do this because weird like highlight and whatnot. 11. Aerial. White and nothing. Why did I not do 11? There we go. Ta-da! And then this should be a water. Beep, 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 boo, boo. How did I know that? I wasn't even like paying attention. I just knew what song was gonna happen next. Chat, I think I need to get a new playlist. Like, that was completely second nature that I did that. I didn't even, like, intentionally do that. Okay, but then the Speed Boost and Harvest have the in-depth descriptions as well. Where is Speed Boost? Hello? Here it is. Increases by 1 stage at the end of every turn. Okay, yeah. And then Harvest, just to be sure that I didn't, like, stupid myself. Yeah, okay. Also, I did not know that Harvest had that same kind of effect that, like, Static and Magnet Pull did. That's cool. I'm kind of sad they got rid of those in Scarvio, because those are cool. Anyway, though. I don't know what Eevee's, Bubblim gives you. We can look that up. Special attack. That sounds right. Yep, okay. And then Bubblim is in what egg group? Water 1. Okay, cool. Who else is in Water 1? Water 1 egg group. Squirtle is. Okay. And then we come down here. I'm just gonna copy paste this one. Boop. And then we implement the evolutions. Big. Big. Whoop. And then we come here and we do like and then we do this. Are there 2 spaces beneath them? Here? Yes. Nope. All right. So there's the evil line. The evil line. Then we do... Oh, dex entries. How could I forget? How could I forget? Whoop. These Pokemon, these Pokemon. I'm realizing that half of the time I capitalize Pokemon, and half the time I just don't. Oh, I hit insert. I got it. My bad. Don't mind me, just fixing my mistakes and inconsistencies. I swear to God, every single dex entry for the starter starts with this Pokemon. Like, it's lowercase in Furley, it's uppercase like, the direct evolution to that. Everywhere else, it's, everywhere else, it's, like, correct. Anyway, though, I am losing. I'm getting off track. Boop. All right. Then we just do the move set. Pound, growl, bubble, soak, bubble beam. Headbutt, because, you know, we gave this thing headbutt. And... wow, this thing gets way more moves. Okay. Did I just give Bubble Blam, like... Bubble Blam? Did I just give Bubble Blam, like, way more moves than the other mons? I feel like I should swap Mist and Aqua Ring, no? I don't know why Mist is so high up. Okay. Get rid of these, get rid of these, get rid of these. This can go down here. Okay. I think I definitely do want to swap Mist and, Aqua Ring. Alright. Soak is at level 9. Bubble Beam is at level 11. And then 14. $17, 21. This is 25. This is 28, 31, and 35. Okay. And yeah, Bubblim just gets like way more moves than the other two. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, yeah, I feel like this is too much. I feel like this is too much. I feel like we should get rid of Aqua Ring, because it doesn't really make that much sense. And then we can get rid of Headbutt, too. I feel like this is a decent, I really struggle with the walk animation, but now with your help, it's just another easy animation to make. Yeah, the walk animations can be difficult. I know I really struggled with them too when I was starting out, because I just, like, didn't get it, like, and they were like I would make a walking animation, and it would be, like timed incorrectly. So, like, the steppies would be, like, wrong. Like, they wouldn't line up. What do I need? I need water. I need ice. Water, ice, electric, grass. Okay. Attack dex. I need water. Boop, 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 boop. And then ice, grass, electric. Ice, grass, and then electric. Ta-da! This is a kind of weird moveset. Excuse me. I also need to, I think 17 is still fine for that. Maybe level 12 for that. And then it's 21, 25, 28, 25. It should be like 26, 30, and then like 36. Here we go. The key for walk animation is the rotation. Yeah. It's that, and then also, like, getting like, the movement of the foot while it's on the ground to, like, match up with its in-game walk speed so that it, like, looks like the steps actually matter and it's not just like misaligned, and then you gotta make sure that like the foot doesn't stay on the ground for too long, or else it'll start like gliding with the model and it'll look weird. And it's like it's a very complicated bunch of like I don't know how to describe it other than you kind of gotta get a feel for it, you know what I mean? You have to like know what you're doing. Which it takes practice, you know. All right, time to get all of these stats for these moves. We'll start with normal. Where's pound? 35, 40, 100. Okay. Wow. Then growl. 40, 100. Uh-oh, this should be 40. Okay. Then we can move on to water moves. Caffalo is beautifully made. Thank you. We need to give attention to the ultimate I don't care Fakemon. Caffalo is just the guy. He kind of just exists. Bubble. This move can't be used. Yeah, too bad. I'm getting it anyway. 30, 40, 100. Wait, no. 40 attack, 30 PP. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. I like Bubble because it can lower the opponent's speed. I don't know why they got rid of it, but kept Bubble Beam. It's just like better water gun. Soak. Speaking of Bubble Beam, 20, 65, 20. I think I already knew that, but you know what? Still helpful. Mist shouldn't have a base power. Sucker Punch should have 5 and then 70, I think? Brine is 60 with 10, I think. I'm literally just guessing for these, by the way. We'll see how right I am. Because I know Brine doubles when you're below half health, or when they're below half health. I want to assume Mist... I'm going to assume Mist has 10. Soak has 20. Not 30. And then Brine. Brineheart probably has 15, if I'm being honest. Oh, it does have 10. And it's 65, not 60. Okay. I was close. Mist. I guess we'll look up Mist next. Mist is 30. Wow. Okay. And it does not have accuracy. I actually really like Mist as a move. It's kind of underused, but like it's good against like like dark type, or not dark types, but like any like gimmick mons that just like nerf you to hell. Like Mist is very good against. I think I have Sucker Punch correct, but it's never bad to double check. 570, 100. Okay. Cotton Guard has 10. That would make sense. It is pretty dang strong. Eerie Impulse has 15. Hey, check that out. Excuse me. And here we have Bubland's moveset, or what it is going to be once I like update the pack. Because I realized I haven't released an update for the pack since Gemma Titan. Meaning that in the public version of the data pack, Mobineral spawns are still like terrible. So, and that was like before, or that was like during the server event, I think. So I should probably hurry up and finish this and then get it released. I also need to release the Malavox YouTube short. I haven't done that yet because I've been busy all week. So my bad. It is going to happen probably this weekend if I remember. I'll have to write myself a reminder somewhere, but I am going to make that Malavox short. Alright, time for TMs. I'm going to very quickly take these guys. I'm going to sort table by ascending. Oops, not that one. My bad. This one. Boop. Just put them in alphabetical order, because why not? Makes it easier for y'all to find stuff. Excuse me. And then what we do is we take all of these after helping hand, we just delete all of these. Boop 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 boop. And then we can keep flash, we can keep strength. We can keep Rock Smash, but I want to add 3 of these. Surf, not Durf. You learned Durf. Another thing I learned with you is that smooth keyframes equals comm animation and linear equals impacting animation. I feel like the difference between linear and smooth animations, it's very nuanced. Like sometimes you want smooth, like smooth, what it does is it adds easing, but sometimes it's like too much easing. So you either want to use Bezier or because you can like control the easing with Bezier, and then sometimes you just want to do straight up linear because you can achieve the same effect that you're looking for with Bezier, but it'll just be easier. And like if you have enough linear keyframes, like, but you like graph them out on like the graph editor to where it's like a smooth thing, even though it's all linear keyframes. Even like you can make like a sine wave out of linear stuff and it'll still look smooth, just because of how many keyframes you use. And that's how it works when you like close and reopen it, and it like gets rid of all your Bezier keyframes and it like replaces them and whatnot. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm rambling about right now, but I understand it. Boop, boop, boop. How powerful is Surf? Surf is like 95 accuracy and like what, 80 power? Isn't the way Surf is 90 power, right? Surf. It is. Okay. I stand corrected. 15, 90, 100. It is 100. I swear Surf used to miss. Am I wrong about that? I swear it used to just like not hit sometimes. Or am I thinking of Muddy Water? I might be thinking of Muddy Water. Who knows? Waterfall 80, 115. Why does that say 16? Excuse me? That's not right. Rock Smash, right. 15. Rock Smash. Boop. Is it like that for Cybertops too? I swear if it is, I'm gonna cry on the inside a little bit. It is. Okay, you know what? Excuse me. Bam, 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 bam. Dive is also 80, 100, and what is it? Dive only has 10. Why? I'm just classifying like all the common HMs as HMs in this, by the way, except for Whirlpool, because that doesn't deserve to be an HM. You know? Like, if you really wanted, you could just teach your Taurovis 4 HM moves. I don't know why I made Flash an HM, because I know Flash has like an overworld effect in X and Y, so I'm just like, might as well make it an HM. Who cares? We can keep all these. Alright, time to do the fun part, which is we're going to go through... Okay, so the way I did this for Tinders and Froners is I went to this page, I clicked on physical, and I went through all of the physical moves, and I just picked out ones that I thought made sense. And then I went back up, and I went to the special, and I went through them, and I went through status, and I went through them. Of course, making sure that they were actually TMs, because I don't know, I still don't know, like, the full, like, I guess, like, all TMs will be in, Cobblemon. I know for a fact that the Cobblemon TMs aren't numbered. At least I'm, like, 99% sure, the Cobblemon TMs just aren't numbered, because I looked at the devlog, like, I looked back at it, and I, like, tried to see when they were like hovering over them in their inventory, and they didn't seem to have numbers anywhere. So I'm not gonna worry about numbering them for now. Maybe if something changes with Cobblemon, I might consider numbering them on the fake decks page, but for now we're not gonna worry about it. Anyway. We're just gonna scroll through here and see what works. Acrobatics. Is it TM? Yep. That works. Aqua Cutter? Is this a move? Okay, it's not. Aqua Jet? No. Aqua Step? No. Aqua Tail? No. He doesn't even have a tail, like, or at least Bublam doesn't, but like, Taurovis' tail is like inconsequential. Boo. Beat up, we don't need beat up. Body slam, not really. Bounce. Is this a TM? No, it's not. Okay, cool. I could give bounce as like an egg move. That would be something. I think it's time for another cough drop. Bullet punch? I don't think I want to give this thing bullet punch. Even though it would be sick as hell, this seems a little strong. And I don't think it can learn it through egg move because there's nothing that gets it that's a water one. Okay, but is there stuff that learns bounce with water one? Froakies water one, right? Yeah, okay. So should Meryl, yeah. I could totally give him bounce as an egg move. Actually, I'm gonna do that right now. There we go. Not Brave Bird, not Breaking Swipe. Break. Why not? I think the rule with break is literally if you can, if you, like, have arms that you can chop with, you can break, I think, is, like, the logic they use for Pokemon. So I gave break to Bubblam. I gave it to Tinderous, which reminds me, actually, I need to get rid of it on... Okay, but why does Alolan Grimer learn it, but not regular Grimer? But regular Muck can. I don't make any weights. Because I don't think there's any quadrupeds that can learn, well, Swampert doesn't really count, but... Okay, I take it back. Salamence can, but that's because Bagon can, I suppose, maybe, I don't know. Because sometimes they skip out on the first evolution. Like, yeah, because Tepig can't learn it, but Big Neck. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Break on Furnace and other guy. Because they do not have arms with which to break. But Beckion can learn it, so. Bubblam can also learn it because Bubblam has arms. Brutal Swing. Not really. Not feeling it. Not really feeling close combat either. Comeuppance is such a weird move. Like, doesn't it have, like, negative priority? No, it has 0 priority. It's, like, not even that good. Counter Covet. It would be funny if I could teach this thing counter. Dude, why does... Okay, I don't understand why this guy, Charmander, just gets, like, every move in every game. Like, what is this? He learns every TM, gets every single, like, every TM, every single egg move. Why? Whose idea was it to give Charmander Belly Drum? That's crazy. I guess you'd have to, like, live a hit first. Cross Chop seems interesting. But it'd have to be an egg move, so kinda off the table. Dig. Like, literally anything can learn Dig as well. It's kind of the same thing as Break. Like, even regular Grimer can learn Dig. Like, with Dig, it's like, if you're on the ground or you're a ground type, you can dig. You know? Like, Vikavolt's even flying and he can still learn Dig. Like, least likely Pokemon to know a ground move. Roaring Moon can get Dig, yeah. Like, I think the list of Pokemon that don't learn Dig would be smaller than the Pokemon that do learn Dig, so I think I'd be pretty justified in putting Dig on here. Dive, I got Dive already. Double Shock's a signature move. Dynamic Punch would be funny, but I don't think it's a TM anyway, so yeah. Not teaching this thing EQ. Sorry. I know you really wanted that, but it's not happening. Extreme Speed would be sick as a move reminder. Or well, I guess Extreme Speed is just kind of like the... Yeah, nah, never mind. Never mind. Vicious Rend, clearly. That's what we need in this. That's what we need in this. Flip turn? Oh wow, flip turn's a TM. Okay, yeah, flip turn. Also, I'm realizing now that I'm like making these like one single like... Okay, which one of these is Dig? This one's Dig. Boop, there we go. Just gonna get those ahead of time. Focus Punch. Do we teach this thing Focus Punch? I think so. Yeah, like everything gets Focus Punch. Focus Punch. Force Bomb. Is Force Bomb a TM? Nope. Foul Play, Free Shock, Frustration. We already got Frustration, don't gotta worry about that. I guess Giga Impact. What the heck? Chestnut gets Giga Impact through level up, that's crazy. I think all of the starters can learn Giga Impact, like, via TM when they're fully evolved, so I might as well, right? And I'm just gonna put it here for now, so I don't forget later. I can just delete it from the other two. And I can just come here, I can copy this. And kind of just put that there. Okay. Glacial Lance is not a real move. Blade Rush, that's Bax's move. Hammer Arm? I don't think that's a TM. No, it's not. Okay. Not Hard Press, not Head Charge, none of this. None of this. Not Heavy Slam, not High Horsepower, I don't think. Yeah, there is nothing even, like, close to a Tarovis on this list. High Jump Kick would be interesting, but it's a Eggman. Well, I could give Tarovis High Jump Kick. No, it sounded crazy, but I already have to go. At least we'll be able to see each other again in the next stream. Bye. Bye, Marcio. I hope you have a good rest of your night, okay? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, I do want to add High Jump Kick to the egg moves here. Okay. Hold back. Hold back's like an event only move. Yeah, it just doesn't, it's not a real thing. Horn Drill. Yeah, no. Horn Leech, Hydro Vortex, doesn't exist anymore. Jet Punch, no. Not giving this thing Jet Punch. Sorry. It's a little too strong for my taste. Karate Chop doesn't exist in the Scar buyout. Knockoff, no. None of this. Liquidation. Hell yeah. You can give this thing liquidation. Next. Low kick or low sweep. I feel like he could also get low kick, but like as a Taurovis, because there's no way he's kicking anybody as a Bublam. Okay, but low kick or low sweep? Because they're both I guess he could learn both. Low kick and low sweep. I should also be making sure these are all bolded correctly. Boop. Flip turn, and that's it. Okay. Lunge? No. Not natural gift. Night slant? No. Poltergeist, Population Bomb, Power Trip, Power Whip, Power Up Punch, Precipice Blades, Present, Side Blade. Punishment? Doesn't exist. Okay. Neither does Pursuit, apparently. Strange. Quick Attack, Rage, Return, Revenge, Reversal, Rock Blast. Revenge also isn't real. Reversal is a TM. I don't think I want to teach it Reversal though. Rock Throw, Rock Tomb, Rock Wrecker, Rolling Kick, Roll Out, Sacred Fire, Sacred Sword, Salt Cure. None of this is really like standing out speaking to me, you know? Secret Power isn't real. Shattered Psyche. This is like a Z move, isn't it? Smackdown, Smart Strike. He can't learn Smart Strike. I think only Pokemon with horns can learn Smart Strike, can't they? Iron Crown gets it through level up. I swear to God, Ultra Necrozma had Smart Strike in his battle when you fought him, right? Or is that just in this generation? Hello? Maybe they just gave it to him for that. Also, can somebody explain why in Sword and Shield only regular Rapidash gets Smart Strike and nothing else through, like, level up? I guess BDSP. But yeah, you need to have horns if you want a Smart Strike. Or you have to be Mew, you know? That's like the two ends of the spectrum. Necrozma can learn it through Tia. So yeah, I guess he just did, and I'm dumb. Okay. Which Cybertops and Barbekion both have horns, so it's like, yeah, that's reasonable. Smelling Salt, Snaptrap, Solar Blade, Spark. Spark seems interesting. I don't think it's a TM though. Yeah, no. Like, I definitely want this thing to be able to learn, like, Thunderbolt through TM. I feel like that'd be cool. Or at least, like, Thunder Wave. I think Thunder Wave. Maybe not Thunderbolt. Maybe not, like, straight up electric moves. I think, like, Thunder Wave would make sense. Eerie Impulse gets that through level up, you know? Storm Throw, Strength. I think he gets Strength. That doesn't exist. Sucker Punch is a TM, right? It's not. I swear Sucker Punch was a TM. Okay. Super Fang, Super Cell, Super Power. Super Cell Slam is cool. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna teach it to him though. Is Superpower a TM? Nope. Wait, maybe. Nope. Of course, we teach it Surging Strikes. This makes sense. Tectonic Rage. That's a Z move. I keep looking at this next to Temper Flare, and I'm like, these both sound like moves that would like mirror each other, but they're not. One of them is an actual good move, and then the other one takes 3 minutes to use. Throat Chop, Thunder Fang. I'm not gonna give him any of the Fang moves. Trailblaze, Triple Arrows, Triple Axle could be interesting. Why can Dugong get Triple Axle? That don't make any weight. Okay, why does Leaven get Triple Axle? Okay. I can totally give this to, the range of these attacks grow wider? Wait, really? What? That's kind of crazy. Wait, that's insane, actually. So, like, you use Triple Axle and it hits 1 target, and then it hits 2 targets, and then it hits 3 targets. How would it hit 3 targets? That don't make any sense. Like, on the 3rd kick, does it, like, hit your ally, too? Because there's no triple battles in Sword and Shield and beyond. I guess it would just have to be like that, you know? Whatever, I'm giving this thing Triple Axle. That's cool as heck. Except you're not a stab move. Maybe I'll give this thing Ice Spinner as well. Did I go past that? Excuse me. I totally did just skip over Ice Spinner. Yeah, this thing's getting Ice Spinner. Ice Spinner and Triple Axle, both of them. They kind of like are the same thing, but different. Like they both have to do with ice skating. I just saw my YouTube viewer count drop, and I hope that's YouTube banning like people that are view potting. So I'm actually kind of glad if that's the case, because I was worried that my streams are getting botted on YouTube, and I don't know what to do about that. U-turn? Do I teach this thing U-turn? It's looking like a no from me, boss. Of course, a Volt Tackle. Wake Up Slap? No, it doesn't exist. Okay. Wave Crash. Wave Crash is not a TM. I kind of wish it was, though, because Wave Crash kind of goes hard. Wing Attack, Wood Hammer. Okay, that's all the physical moves. Alright, alright. Excuse me. On to the special moves. Is Aura Sphere a TM? It's not, right? It is? What? Yeah, I think totally this thing should get Aura Sphere. Are you kidding me? I think that'd be sick. Aurora Beam, Batty Bad, Belch, Bitter Malice, Blast Burn. Oh yeah, can't forget Hydro Cannon. I don't think this thing should get Blizzard for the same reason that Cyphertops, I got rid of Blizzard on Cyphertops. And that reason is he's not directly ice related enough. Unless there's enough water type starters that get Blizzard here. Blastoise gets Blizzard. Feraligatr gets Blizzard. See, Swampert gets Blizzard. Empoleon gets Blizzard. Okay, I'm giving this thing Blizzard. I take it back. I changed my mind. Pokemon games are based. Blood Moon, Bloom Dune, Blue Fair, blah 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 blah. Is Brine a TM? Nope. Okay, cool. Is Bubble Beam a TM? Nope. Okay. Chilling Water is definitely a TM. Yep. Chilling Water. Whoop. Bold that. That's cool. Aura Blast, Kanky Snails, Soul Blaze, Blue Smog, Confusion, Corn Forcer, Corkscrew, Dark Pulse, Dazzling Gleam, no. Disarming Voice, no. Discharge, no. I'm curious though. Cause like I know Lantern and stuff gets like electric moves, but that's because they're an electric type, so it kind of just makes sense. Whereas it makes less sense with Taurovis, even though it would be in theme. Eerie Spell. That's just like that's just Spite, but again, only learned by Slowking. Did they just get rid of Spite? And just like, oh wait, never mind. It's okay, it actually attacks too. Never mind. It's just Spite, but way better. Where was I? Electro Ball. Is this a TM? I think it is. Yep. Just anything that isn't an electric type, learn Electro Ball. Magearna. Why does Cinder... Well, I guess Cinderace... I can kind of see Cinderace with Electro Ball. Not really, though. Rabsca, I guess. Goldengo. Of course Goldengo can learn it. He can learn... He's like just the everything Pokemon. Yeah, no Taravis. Sorry. Electro Shot is Duraludon's thing. Electro Drift is probably Miraidon? Yeah. Electro Web, though. That's a TM. Can be learned by bug types mostly. Mostly bug and electric. And Magearna, because, you know. Why can Passimian learn... That doesn't make sense. What? What's the logic here? Does he just does he just need coverage that desperately? They give him Electro Web? I don't see that one. I don't get it. Ember, Energy Ball, Eruption, Esper Wing, Eterna Beam, Expanding Force, Extra Sensory, kind of. Isn't a move. Okay, cool. Never mind then. I take it back. Only Psychic types can learn this. Like, some moves you can tell have like a pattern. With like what Pokemon can learn it and how they give Pokemon it. Like, Expanding Force, you gotta be a Psychic type. That's one of the steps. There might be more, but I don't know. Fiery Dance, Fiery Wrath, Final Gambit. None of the fire moves. We don't need fire. Flash Cannon. All its light energy and releases it at once. This guy's slowly just becoming Blastoise 2. Which I guess is kind of the point. But at the same time, it's like, I want a little bit of originality. I don't think I should give Taravis Flash Cannon. I don't see it in my vision. Or maybe I can, I don't know. We can come back to this. We can come back to Flash Cannon. Focus Blast? Focus Blast seems, interesting. I feel like Taravis in my head is like very close to like Lucario in terms of like what it does when it fights. But like leaning more towards special attacks. So I think Focus Blast is reasonable. Just like a water type Lucario that attacks, like, is more leaning towards range than close quarters, but it can use close quarters, and it is good at it. It just prefers range, you know? Freeze Dry is not a TM. Nor should it be learned by a water type, because that doesn't make sense. Kid named Iron Bundle. Frost Breath. Frost Breath I don't think is a TM. It is. It isn't a ZA apparently. Grass Knot. Grass Knot can be learned by like a bunch of weird stuff, can't it? Like, why can't Golduck learn Grass Knot? Why does Slowbro learn Grass? Why does... Okay, yeah. Why does Pichu get Grass Knot? Hi Crimson, how are you? Hey, can you riddle me this? Why does Pichu get Grass Knot? I don't get that. Why does Azumarill get Grass Knot? Why does anything get Grass Knot? I don't know. I'm good, how are you? I still have my cough, but I have my expired cough drops today, so I can, like, suppress it. That, and I've been trying to rest my voice these past few days to try and, like, get rid of my cough once and for all. Which, by proxy, means that, unfortunately, I can't really record stuff for my YouTube stuff, but It is the trade-off. And it is what I did. But this weekend I should be able to get Malavox out. Have you heard the Steam Deck is out of stock? No. I have not heard that. But you know what I have heard? They're adding Fire Red Leaf Green to the Switch, which is cool. And kind of a really big deal. Even though that game is kind of stupid, and I don't like it very much. But I think it's a huge step. I think we should definitely get more retro Pokemon games on the Switch. And if that means Fire Red Leaf Green being the first ones, I don't mind that much, you know? Why does Empoleon get Grass Knot? Why does Emboar get Grass? That doesn't make sense. What? All of the starters from Gen 6 can learn Grass Knot. What is the description of this move? I'll let the description of the move decide. The user snares the target with grass and trips it. I literally just don't understand this. Like, why can everything just, like, summon grass? I don't, like, what's the criteria for learning Grass Knot? Hold on, I'm looking this up. I don't get it. It can be learned with... Thanks, AI overview. It can be learned... it typically focuses on those with a slender or tangle appearance or Pokemon with physical/magical abilities to create vines. Okay, so the AI overview is just wrong. It says it can be learned by many psychic and fairy types. Okay, how many of these are psychic fairy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, okay, maybe there's a few. Okay, maybe there's a few of them. Okay, maybe they had something, but it's definitely not... Often learned by Pokemon that can realistically snare a foe with plants or vine. Yeah, no. What is Pokemon Flux? I don't understand. I'm at a loss here. Like, that doesn't explain why Samurott can learn Grass Knot, you know? Doesn't explain why Emboar can learn it either. Or I guess Infernape can use his, like, tail, but that's not grass. Sorry, I'm looking at a different window. You know, I'm gonna give Taurovis Grass Knot. I'm not gonna be happy about it, though. No, I'm not. I'm not doing it. I don't care. I don't care if everyone can learn Grass Knot. Taurovis don't get it. Eh. I made an X shape with my arms when I did that. But you couldn't see it. Alright, we spent way too much time on that. Hydro Cannon. Yes. Yes. Why does Mew get it? Like, Mew, they really be giving Mew anything, huh? Hydro Cannon. Hydro Pump as well? Yeah. You love to see it. Hydro Steam, no. Hydro Vortex is not real. Hyper Beam. I should probably give the other two starters Hyper Beam. You know, maybe a good idea. Don't know why I didn't think about that. Considering all starters can learn Hyper Beam. I'm gonna do that right now, actually. It's just the same, it's just special Giga Impact. Okay. Hyper Beam is right here. And then it is right here. And it's a special move. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I don't know how I overlooked that. Hyper Voice? No. Ice Beam? I doubt it. Eh, why not? Ice Beam. If I can't give this thing Thunder, I'm gonna give it a Blizzard, a Snowstorm, if you will. Leaf Tornado, Light of Ruin, Luminacrest, Luster Purge, Magical Leaf, Magma Storm, Make It Rain. Meteor Beam! I'm gonna sneeze. Obviously, Mirror Coat. Muddy Water. Sorry, ignore me. I'm getting distracted. Okay. Night Days, Oblivion Wing, Octazooka, clearly. Ominous Wind. What gets Ominous Wind? Everything get Ominous Wind. Origin Pulse. Imagine if anything besides Kyogre got Origin Pulse. That'd be cool, right? Overdrive. Paddle Dance, Photon Geyser, Pika-Papow. Pika-Papow! I just like saying that. Pika-Papow! Psychic. I feel like you gotta be a Psychic type to learn Psychic. Or at least at some point in your life, you gotta be a Psychic type to get Psychic. Oop, never mind. Poliwrath. And Lapras. Whereas extrasensory is different, because extrasensory, like, I think way more things can learn it, right? But it's not a TM. But, like, it's weird, because, like, Greninja gets extrasensory. And, like, so does Togepi. Rising Voltage. Only Raging Bolt gets this. Thanks. Thanks, Scarvio. Scald? Absolutely. Scorching Sands. I guess I should have given Scorching Sands to, Barbekion. It is kind of a nice move to just have. I'm gonna do that right now. Insert row above. Where's EQ? Hello? Earthquake. It's me, your friend. Boop. 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 What is Scorching Sands? Like 70? Scorching Sand. 70, 10, 100. Okay, yeah. And we can unbold that. We can just copy this. Please. Thank you. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Shattered Psych is also a Z move. Searing Shot, Secret Sword, Seed Furler, Shadow Ball. Lots of stuff can get Shadow Ball. Persian can get Shadow Ball because, you know. Well, I guess Persian makes sense though, because it's like Giovanni's thing. Kind of. It's a stretch, but it you know. I don't think this guy gets Shadow Ball. I think it's not, like, really an element of weather. It's just... Now that I think about it, maybe weather. Signal Beam. Why'd they get rid of Signal Beam? What's wrong with it? That's not fun. Signal Beam's a cool move. And Silver... Wow, they're just, like, completely, like, destroying the bug type in Scarvio. I didn't even know that. That's so sad. Sludge Wave. Yeah, no. Sorry. Snarl, Snipe Shot. Snipe Shot would be cool. But, like, we all know why Herovis isn't getting Snipe Shot. Sparkling Aria, on the other hand. Yeah, they get this thing to Lapras at some point. Didn't more Pokemon get it in... Okay, never mind. They only gave it to Lapras. Splishy Splash, of course. Strange Steam. Bug, Sub-Zero Slammer, Surf. We got Surf already. Swift? Hmm? Methinks Swift. Tachyon card. I can never remember what Pokemon gets this. It's Iron Crown. So they gave all the Paradox Pokemon such weird signature moves, and I like never remember any of them. Terra Blast. You know, forgot about Terra Blast too. Should probably give that to just everything. That and what, like Weather Ball? How many things learned Weather Ball? Hold on. Not all the starters, but a lot of them do. I think it would make sense for Furley to get Weather Ball. I think it makes sense for Cobblemon to get Weather Ball. I don't think it'd make as much for Barbekion, though. Terra Blast, though, absolutely. I think everything should get Terra Blast. I think everything should just get Terra Blast. Besides maybe, like, Aletin. Because he don't deserve it. It'll be a normal, I think 80 power? Right? Yeah. And then 110. Okay. I just need this. I just need that little soul you have. Above. Boop. 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 Okay, eventually, chat will have enough, we'll have gone through enough of these to just know what moves everything should get, you know? Like, eventually we'll be able to do this whole thing in, like, 5 minutes tops, and not 2 hours. It's been 2 hours already? Holy crap. Since when? Terra Starstorm. Terrain Pulse as well. Ooh. Wait, what? Yeah, Terrain Pulse used to be like an everything move. They just got rid of it and put it on Arboleva. What? I really like Terrain Pulse too. So that's a little disappointing. I definitely will be adding it to level up movesets. That's, like, guaranteed. You can count on that. I know at least 4 Pokemon that I'm going to give Terrain Pulse to. Now for, like, Thunder and stuff, yeah, there's not going to be any water types on it. Gyarados. Okay, I take it back. Gyarados and Lapras. They're, like, the outliers. Gyarados because he's nostalgia bait, and Lapras because based. What about Thunderbolt? That was not words that I just said. I said wow with Thunderbolt. Kyogre. I guess Kyogre makes sense. Cause Kyogre related to weather, and Tauros weather. Chat, it's real. The closest Pokemon we have to Tauros in the actual game is Kyogre. Drifloon because weather balloon. Thank you, Google Translate. I didn't mean to click that. Yeah, no. Thunderclap. This is, yeah, this is Raging Bolt's move. It's just electric type Sucker Punch. It's not good. Trump card, Twin Beam. Twinkle Tackle, Twister, Uproar, Vacuum Wave, Venice Shock, Volt Switch, Water Gun, Water Pledge. Water Pledge! Yup. Yup. Water Pledge, baby. Also, didn't realize you could teach anything Water Pledge, not just the fully evolved form. Okay. So that's my bad. I need to give back Fire Pledge and Grass Pledge to the other guys. Right after Fire Fang. Boop. And here. Boop. And then for these guys, I need to give Grass Pledge back. Right after the evil move. The evil move of ambiguous coverage. Wait, no, that sounds bad. The evil move of ambiguous type coverage. There we go. Okay. Water Pulse. Is that a TM? If so, big if true. Yes! Okay. Water Pulse. Water Shuriken. Only Greninja. Fair enough. They got rid of Excelgor. Water Spout. What? Chat, explain to me how this makes sense. Why is Kyogre the only one that gets it through level up? But you have to breed to get it on Squirtle. That don't make any sense. You can't breed Kyogre. Like, you gotta transfer a Wailord? I guess you do. Or a Jellicent, yeah. Yeah, you'd have to transfer a Wailord and then just, like, swap it over. Because this... that ain't right. And I wouldn't be surprised if at some point, when I'm making this project, I just give Amon an egg move that it just can't get physically. Like, it just can't obtain it. Because there's no way to breed for it. Weather Ball. Yeah, Weather Ball's going on everybody. Weather Ball. Boop. I'm running out of space. Would you look at that? Where's Terra Blast? Here it is. Boop. Weather Ball has 50 power, 100 accuracy. Wow, Weather Ball sucks. Kidding. Boop. Yeah. I actually really like Weather Ball. Like, as a move, I think it's pretty nice. And I'm giving it to all the starters. Not because I'm biased, but because they can all learn weather moves. And Barbekion can set up Sun, which just makes sense. And Cybertops can set up Sun, but he also does that other thing that is he is themed around ice. So he could get a cool ice move out of this with Snowscape, because he can. No, I got rid of Snowscape on him, but you get the point, right? Right. Okay. Cool. And then whirlpool, yeah, sure, I guess. If you really want to, I guess. And then we've got, what is it? Ring out, zap cannon. No. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, yeah, no. Agility seems pretty reasonable, I would say. We're gonna need some rows, though. Boop, 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 boop. Yes, Bubblam can't. Oop. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did, and I'm scared now. Select, do this. Boop. I can also, wait, I can just do this, actually. Boop. There we go. Agility makes sense. Aqua Ring makes sense if it's a TM. It's not. Already got attract. Aurora Veil? Not really. Baton Pass? Not really. Bulk Up? No. Calm Mind. Maybe. I can, like, see it a little bit. Not, like, super, but, like, a little bit. I can kind of see it. I'll skip on it for now, though. Charge, Charm, Chilly Reception. Of course. I still like how this is just, like... like a reference to the Pokemon movie 2000. That's it. It's like it's just a reference to a movie from 26 years ago. And that's it. Which I know because I've seen that movie several times. The one with like Lugia and like the big CGI like planet like aircraft that one guy has that just like goes around. Coaching? No, you gotta be a fighting type to be coaching, I think, right? Yeah. That's fine. Unless your name is Iron Leaves, I guess? Iron Leaves gets an exception, but not the other two. Not the fighting type. Well, I guess they're all fighting types, so... Eh. But that still doesn't make sense. Okay, whatever. Coil? Nope. Confide. I think everything gets... No, nothing gets Confide anymore. Confide used to be TM 100, and then it just used to be like... And it's not a TM anymore, because I totally would give this to, like, Raktress. Confuse Ray. Conversion. Conversion to Copycat, Corrosive Gas, Cosmic Power, Cotton Guard, Cotton Spore. Cotton Guard's not a TM, is it? Of course it's not. Why would I even think that? Crafty Shield. Curse. I think everything gets Curse, right? Well, almost everything. A lot of stuff gets Curse. Would Barbekion get Curse? Maybe. Cybertops would absolutely not get Curse, I know that for sure. Dark Void, Decorate, Defend, Urder, Defend Urder. Are you a TM? No. Detect, Disable Doodle, Double Team? Is that a TM? No. I swear it was at some point. Dragon Dance, Eerie Impulse. Are you a TM? Yes. Okay. I'll give it to you. Excuse me. These cough drops are like actually working today, which is amazing. Because they don't like work this well most of the time. Absolutely giving this thing eerie impulse. Not electric terrain though. Not encore. If I give it entrainment, it will break the game. Period. That is too strong. Especially with Torovis' ability, I think entrainment is like too much. I'll give entrainment to like Rector, you know? Like copy this dog water ability. Fairy Lock is so cool. Big Tears, no. Already gave it Flash. Who gets Floral Healing? Is this Comfey? Yeah. Interesting. Focus Energy TM? Question mark? Nope. Foresight, Forest Curse. Galare. Growth, Grudge, Guard Split, Guard Swap, Hail, Happy Hour, Harden. Hail just isn't a real move anymore. Like, get rid of Hail. We don't need it. Snowscape is way cooler. Way more interesting. I don't actually know what it changes in comparison to Hail, other than it gets rid of the Hail. But it is a very neat change that they made in when did they change it? They changed that in the Legends Arceus, right? They made it Snowscape in the Legends games, didn't they? Or was it Sword and Shield? I don't think it was Sword and Shield, because I remember there being Hail in Sword and Shield. But I remember like Galarian like Slowking being able to learn it, which is why I'm confused. Hypnosis? Nah. Ion Deluge. Doesn't exist. Laser Focus? Isn't real. Life Dew? You know what? No. I'm not teaching this thing Life Dew. He's too combat based to be Life Dew. I think Life Dew is better suited for like a different water type that isn't as serious. Lunar Dance, Magic Room, Magic Rise, Magnetic Flux. That's such an awful move. Why does this exist? Who gets this? Plusle and Minun don't even get this. And they're like the main Pokemon with that'll be affected by it. That's so stupid. Mat Block doesn't exist. Meditate also doesn't exist for some reason. The Mimic! No. Of course, we have to do Minimize, am I right? Actually, if Minimize was a TM, I think Bubblan would be able to learn it, because he could just, like, shrink his bubbles down. You know? Like, maybe I give this guy, like, what is Quillfish? Water 2, yeah. Like, maybe I make Minimize an egg move for Torovis. That'd be really funny. Mist is not a TM. Nasty Plot is a TM. I would do it, but I feel like this could be catastrophic if I gift her of this Nasty Plot. Eh. Live and learn. No nature power, no nightmare, no retreat. None of those weird psychic type moves. Rain dance. Hell yeah. I already know this one. You just make it that, and then 5. Boop. Right? Yep, okay. Already has rest. Safeguard's not a TM. Yeah, no, it's not. I go. Shell Smash does not make sense to have. Oh yeah, Silk Trap, a really strong move for a really bad Pokemon. Okay, actually I do want to give this thing Snowscape. It boosts the defense stats of Ice type. That's actually pretty nice. I mean, I doubt it's that good in practice, but it's on paper, it's like pretty cool, you know? You know what this song reminds me of, chat? The first time I ever heard this song that's playing right now, it was in an RT game stream where he was playing City Skylines. So every time I hear this song, I just think of City Skylines. Same with the White Forest theme from the same game. And like, I had Black and White 2 at the time, I just hadn't beaten the game. So I had never been to those areas in the game, so I'd never heard them, like... Me when... I don't know. Cool fun fact, I guess. We're not teaching you Sunny Day. You're supposed to do the opposite of that. We gave you Nasty Plot, we're not giving you Sword Stance. You get one or the other. Taunt, Tearful Look. Okay, here's the thing. I so wanted to give Barbekion tea time, but there just isn't a way to do it, because it's a signature move. I can't give him tea time through level up, and I can't make it an egg move, because nothing learned, like, the only Mon that learns it is Poltergeist, and it's like... But then it's also like... I can't make it a TM either. It was so sad, because I really want Barbekion to be able to learn tea time, because it would be perfect for his, like, theming, but he just can't learn it. And I'm so sad about that. Thunder Wave! We're teaching you Thunder Wave, baby. Thunder Wave. Tidy up, Toxic, Toxic Spikes. What can learn Toxic? Can't, like, everything learn Toxic? Okay, not everything. Mostly Grass Bug. Grass Bug Poison? Grass Bug Poison? Well, Quagsire? Quagsire just gets poison moves. We don't question it. I think a lot of normal types get toxic too, honestly. Huh, I was under the impression that a lot more Pokemon got toxic. Guess not. Toxic spikes, toxic thread, transform, trick, trick room, trick or treat, venom, gens, fans, very dead waters, part under room, race seed, yawn. Okay, he doesn't need anything else. And that works out because that was literally the last slot. Okay, cool. Time to go through all of these again. Boop. 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 I'm so excited to go through all these and write down the stats for all of them. Hopefully I remember at least some of them. Like, I know Water Pulse. Water Pulse is easy, but like, it's the other ones, I mean. Eerie Impulse I already have somewhere else in the dock, so that's easy. These I already have done. Okay. Boop. Tarovis definitely learns more special moves than he does physical, which is in theme because he is a special attacker. Okay. Next up, we gotta do the types. I'm going to do... I'm just gonna go to the main attack decks. I need flying. Give me a flying. Boop. Acrobatics. Anything else with flying? I don't think so, but it's not bad to check. There isn't. Okay. Excuse me. We can do water next. Flip turn, liquidation, chilling water, hydro cannon, hydro pump, muddy water, scald, water pledge, water pulse, 150 power, whirlpool, rain dance. Okay. We can do fighting as well. Boop. And focus blast. And that's it. Okay. And we gotta do ice. Boop, boop, boop. Ice beam. Snowscape. Got some normal ones as well. We need psychic, electric, dark. Well, I know Psychic's here. Boop. And then Electric is here. Boop. Boop. And Dark is somewhere. We can find it, I'm sure. It's right here. I'd say that's a pretty decent, learn set for, like, TMs and such. Honestly, I like it. Also, I hope my YouTube stream has been going okay. Because I keep seeing, like, dips, and I'm assuming that's bots being banned, which is good. It's a very... I don't know. Just on the graph that I'm looking at, it's like, it's very strangely uniform. So I'm like leaning towards there's like somebody view botting on YouTube. Which isn't me, by the way. If YouTube team is watching this, please don't ban me. That's not me. I'm not doing that. But I appreciate if that is the case and you're dealing with them, that's cool. That's like fine. I'm fine with that. And if it's real people, hi. But yeah, okay. On to this part. That's 55, 75, 80. Flip turns like 70 maybe? I don't know. We can go back through. Acrobatics, 55, 115. Wow, perfect. Okay, flip turn. Where is flip turn? $60.20. Okay. Focus punch is already correct. Giga impact is correct. Liquidation is like 80, I think. 80-10 maybe. Liquidation 85-10. Okay, I was almost there. I feel like when I'm saying all these numbers, I'm like reading out like the fat ratio on like ground beef. Like 85-10? 60-20? Yeah, that's that kind of beef. We don't want that kind. We want the other kind. Low kick, low sweep. 20-0, 20-65. Nothing. And then this one's 65. Triple axle would be down here. 20, 90, 10. 90. 10. Oh yeah, and ice spinner. Can't forget ice spinner. Where go? 80-15. I got. Ta-da! And then Aura Sphere is like 80. Nothing, and then like 10 maybe. Probably 15 actually for Aura Sphere. 20. Okay. I was completely wrong for that. Blizzard's got 5. And then it's like 130-90? Or 130-80. 70. And it's only 110. Really? Huh. Chilling water is like 50 and then something. Maybe 20? Yeah, okay. Boop. That's 130. Where is my focus blast? Here it is. No, it's only 120. Man, I keep overestimating these. 75. Okay. Hydro Cannon should be 150-95. Not 9. 90. Hydro Cannon is that. Okay, and then Hydro Pump is that, but slightly less accurate and slightly weaker. We love Hydro Pump. 110. I can't read. Did they nerf these moves, by the way? I swear they were stronger before. Hyper Beam is 150. 95. Okay. Did I do that correctly for the other two? Barbekion. Where is Hyper Beam? I did do it. How? Hello? What? Okay, but then how is that wrong here? I don't get it. Ice Beam is like 90 power, I think. 10? Ice Beam is strong. Yeah, 90. I got. Muddy Water is 85? And then like 90, I think, right? Boom, 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 boom. 90. Okay, no, it's the opposite. It's 90 here and then 85 here. I'm surprised I got that, honestly. And then 10. Scald is 80, 100. Probably 10 as well. Nope, 15. Swift is 60. And that, and Furley gets it, so we can just refer to this guy. 20. Where'd it go? I lost it. 20. Terra Blast is done. Water Pledge is 80, 100, and the same as Fire Pledge and the like. 80, 110. Okay. Water Pulse is 60, 100, and I think, is it 20 or 25? It's just 20. Okay. And then Weather Ball is correct already. Whirlpool. 35, 85, 15. That's so weird. $35, 85. Such a weird move. And then boop boop and boop boop. I can just copy Eerie Impulse. I don't really need to... Excuse me. Why is it bolded? You do not be bolded. Neither do you. No bold. This bold. This bold. You bold. You know bold. Okay. And then I'm gonna have to go through and bold all these as well, which is like, whatever. Whatever, bro. Whatever boats your float. Actually, aren't they already bolded? I think they are. Yeah, they literally are. Okay, cool. So we don't have to worry about that. Eerie Impulse, you... Okay. I just like got completely sidetracked and forgot to copy it. Nasty Plot is also like this. Eerie Impulse. Where is it? No. Nasty Plot. Um... 20. What? Wow. And Rain Dance and Snowscapes should both be 5. Yep. And then whatever the Thunderwave. Thunderwave is also 20. Okay. Sick. Alright. Check it out. And then over here we can do like, I don't know. What are some funny things that Tarovis could learn? Bounce, high jump kick. Where'd that go actually? Where's bounce? 5, 85, 85. Okay, cool. And then a high jump kick. I like how high jump kick has withstood the test of time solely because of the fact that it's stupid. Like, it's stupid enough that it just passed all the way from like Gen 2 or whenever they introduced it. 130, 90, 10. Okay, sick. Okay. Boop, boop. Like that. I need flying and fighting. Like that. What are some moves that are funny? I'm not looking for moves that make sense, I'm looking for moves that are funny. They're like plasma fists, even though that doesn't make, like, okay, like that, but like that makes sense, you know? Like smackdown. Like, what if he gets smacked down through breeding, you know? Like, who else does that? Okay, just Mudbray. Never mind. Like, what if he can only get Spark through breeding, and that's it? Why does Wishcash get Spark? Hello? Neon, did you hear about the new Ben 10 comic? No, I haven't. What's the new Ben 10 comic? I have not heard about that at all, actually. What about Stomp? I don't know about... well, maybe. Yeah, I deem Stomp funny enough. Funny. Becomes an egg move. 20, 65. 100. Stomp. What about Storm Throw? Nobody learns Storm Throw in I'll send you the cover art. Okay. Nobody learns Storm Throw in oops, I just hit the mic. Then my bad. My bad. Didn't mean to, sorry. Nobody gets Storm Throw in Scarvio. But it is a TM. I think Storm Throw would make sense for Turovis, personally. I don't know if you can get it, but Storm Throw fits the theme very nicely. Excuse me. $60, 10, 100. Wait, no. 10. There we go. And then we can do like 2 more egg moves. Let's see here. Of course, we teach it triple dive. Nope, never mind. Oh, you sent me the cover art? Third nightmare. What the hecky? I mean, cool sketch. Okay, I will admit, I've never, like, watched Ben 10. But I know, like, he transforms into things. But beyond that, I don't really know what the show's about. Am I allowed to say that? Am I gonna get, like, stoned for saying that? Apparently it's being made by one of the original Ben 10 writers. That's cool. That's actually cool, actually. Like, I like that. I don't know how much involvement the original writers still have on the show or the comics or whatever. Superhero. Fair enough. When is Ben 10 getting added to DC? Did Ben 10 show up at the end of Infinity War? Just a kid who's a superhero. He's like Danny Phantom. Okay, got it. Zen Headbutt. Any takers? No, I think he needs status moves. See, if he showed up, Thanos would have lost. Ally switch. He would put all of the other heroes out of a job. I'm sure he would. Aqua Ring. Wait. Why don't I just give him Aqua Ring again? You know? Where'd it go? Oh, I got rid of it, that's why. Okay. Yeah, he can get Aqua Ring. I don't know why I got rid of Aqua Ring, honestly. It was kind of a good idea. But, like, not for level up. Alien X, or as others call him, God. Fair enough. Aqua Ring. 20. I feel like I can add more egg moves. Like maybe 1 or 2 more. I watched this man survive the multiverse being erased and then remade it. Fair enough. Haze. Ooh. Why didn't I give Tarovis Haze again? Right, because it's an egg move. Trick question. Boop. I'm also going to make it a TM, by the way. don't you fret. Boop. Boop. There we go. Is Mist also a TM? Because if so, I'm definitely giving him that. Give him the Mist. Must have missed it. Tomato. Okay, it's not. Okay, sick. Benton also has one of the craziest lines ever from a person called Professor Paradox. The sentence I am saying right now is not correct. You spent 100,000 years of isolation after a lab accident. At first I went mad, of course, but after a few millennia I got bored with that too and went sane. Very sane. So he's just like constantly locked in, always. Like unblinking. Just like the most locked in person you could ever be. Okay, so let's rate these egg moves, okay? For Furley, how do you get bored of being insane? Well, maybe you don't want to hear the voices anymore, so you just stop, you know? Okay, can I be real? I keep looking at this. He does not need focus energy, but it's too funny to not get rid of, or to get rid of, you know? Like, he has to keep focus energy as an egg move, because it's such a nothing egg move that it's like, it's funny. Burley gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 egg moves. Cool. Tindorus gets... Whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tindorus gets 5 egg moves, and then Bublam gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I think that's fine, honestly. I don't mind that Tindorus has slightly less. Excuse me. And then, I didn't do the base stats, I don't think. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay. 50, 35, 45, 70, 60, 50. That's Bublam's base stats. And then all that's done, I think. Taravis is gonna weigh the least out of any of the starter Pokemon. Sharam. Number 8. Sharam. He is known as the what Pokemon? I don't remember. The Seafoam Pokemon. Whoop. And then, yeah. Dex entries. Boo-doo-boo-doo-boo, boo-doo-boo. Boop. Chat, what song is this? I don't recognize it from like anything. Although I wouldn't be surprised if it's from like new Pokemon Snap. Okay, Bubble Beam, yeah, that's fine. It'll do this at 18, 23, Brine at 28, Cotton Guard at 32, Mist at 37. Wait. Never mind. Okay. This can be like 41. It works. It's looking to, but yeah, the Fire and Leaf Green, you don't trust it. It's looking to be digital only. That's fine. I thought it was more of a step as like, oh, they're actually doing like virtual console Pokemon games now, which is like on the Switch, which is like huge, you know? Like who cares if it's digital only? Means they can remove it whenever they want. Well, yeah, they could do that for like every other game on the Switch though. That goes for like the entire rest of Virtual Console. So like it's not really, you know? And with their TOS, you don't own the games. Well, yeah, you pay a subscription to get Virtual Console. You either pay the online fee, or you pay the bonus Virtual Console stuff for like the GameCube and whatnot, you know? At least with a physical copy, you own that. They can't take it from you. I mean, I get that. I get the argument, right? I understand it. And, like, I agree that, like, they shouldn't do that for games. But it's also a matter of, like, I'm not surprised that they're doing it like this for, like, the old, like, Fire and Leaf Green. Because they're also doing it with all of the other old Nintendo games, you know? It's kind of like that dichotomy. At least that's how I see it. You don't have to see it that way. That's just how I see it. Sharam. Sharam sounds like some, like... Never mind. We're just gonna forget I even had a thought there. Because this doesn't the Virtual Console already have Game Boy Advance, or am I like making that up? Wow, that's exactly 2 inches. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Boo doo boo doo boo doo. I don't know. Fair enough. I would only rather go out and get the Game Boy physical version of it, so even if Nintendo takes off the system. You know what they should make? They should make one of those Game & Watch things, but it's Pokemon. Because I have the Mario Game & Watch. Like, it's got, like, Mario... it's got Mario 1, and it's got Lost Levels on it as well. You know Lost Levels? But, like, the actual Lost... Like, the original, like, Japanese one. Boop-boop-boo. Personally, I don't like digital-only media. Only reason I'm okay with it on Steam is because Steam is the best company in the world. That's fair. I've always been indifferent to digital-only media. I used to do exclusively physical copies, right? Because the data would be saved on the cartridge and not on the system, and it would allow me to, like, have more space. But then on the Switch, they stopped doing that. So it's like, I guess I'll just buy digital because, like, they did the whole, like, virtual cartridges and stuff, and it's like, it's basically the same thing. Like, there's no difference in, like, how it functions on the system. And plus, I don't have to, like, go to a store and buy the game. They stopped doing it so they can take the games away whenever they want. I have a question, and this isn't me trying to counterpoint. This is me because I genuinely don't know, and I want to learn. Have any companies, like, actually done that? Like, they're just like, okay, we're taking all of these games, like, off the internet, and you can't play them anymore. Because I don't recall that, like, is that a thing that's, like, happened before? If they don't like you and how you are playing, they can just take it from you. Many? I guess, yeah, I guess if you, like, mod your system, yeah, they're gonna take you off of it, but that's like, you had that coming, because they said they would do that, you know? At least with the Switch, too. But, you know, call me stupid, but I just can't remember any cases where that happened. But I'm happy to be corrected in that if I am wrong. Boo 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 doo 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 doo. Alright, yes, you do get Rain Dance when you evolve. Another cough drop time. I wonder how many cough drops I've taken throughout the course of this stream and this stream alone. You know what I mean? Next up, he can be 3'9", or 3'8", 3'9". How tall is, this guy? No, not that guy. This guy. 3'5". 3'7". There's a game called Darkspore that after its online service was discontinued, the game became unplayable as it required an online verification to play. And there's Anthem. Oh yeah, Anthem. The Crew 2014. The only one that I could think of off of the top of my head was FNAF Augmented Reality. You know, the game that doxes you? It's the only one that came to mind. Evolve is another one. I've heard of Anthem. Anthem was like, and like, what, Concord? There was another one called like Concord or something that I feel like was kind of similar to Anthem, where it was like up for like a week and then it got taken down because nobody bought it. Let's see here. Yeah, a bunch of games are built for online but as single player mode were taken down and are now unplayable. Oh, so these were not free games. I guess so. It's actually the reason the Stop Killing Games Act is happening. Oh. Okay. That makes sense. I forgot about Stop Killing Games, but no, I am 100% on board with the Stop Killing Games stuff. I just needed a refresher because I forgot the games that got killed as well, you know? Me and my amazing memory, as we all know. Alright, Showram has 65, 50, 60, 95, 90, and 60. Alright, and then I also need... In other news, more and more games are launching more optimized thanks to the AI bubble taking up RAM, GPUs, and stuff. Oh! The one good thing AI has done. There's always a silver lining. Force game devs to actually optimize their stuff. You know what? Actually, good for them though. Like, now that they actually know how to optimize their stuff, that's like actually a pretty, like, if they are consistent with it going forward, that's a pretty big deal, I would say. You know what I mean? Alright, Torovis time. Whoop. Only took an AI to cause it. Alright, you know what I didn't edit? Sharam's weight. He's 3'10". 62 pounds. 62 pounds, 2 kilograms. 28.1. Hey, Crimson, you know kilograms, right? Do you think this Pokemon is lighter than air? He's almost 4 feet tall and weighs 28 kilos. He weighs like nothing. Alright, I also got a 3'10" 2 meters. 1.2 meters. I failed most of my subjects in high school. You know what? That's valid. I was like a C student in high school, I think. Like, okay, I was a C student until I realized that, like, oh wait, or no, I was a C student until I stopped taking honors classes. What am I talking about? Then I was like an A student. Like senior year, I was all A's. But before that, it was not pretty. I was in like all the super classes, and I'm like, I could not keep up like in the latter half of that. I actually ended up retaking one of my history classes as well. Alright. What happened? Would it be okay for me to somewhat copy your layout for these Figmon information at some point? I mean, yeah. To be honest, you know what, actually? It's funny you say that, because I myself am kind of copying, this format on Cerebi, but just with, like, reduced info, because it's not going to be involved, because I should do that at some point. Yeah. But Cerebi does the same stuff, but just like with more info. With my thing, it's just like the basic stuff. Mine only has their dex entries. Mine has dex entries, they're here. 5'7". That's how tall Tarovis is. He's 5'7". With 70 pounds. See, when the Pokemon is like human height, I can like more reasonably figure out its weight, which means actually this guy should be like 30 pounds. 32 pounds. 32 pounds, 2 kilograms. 14.5. Bro weighs probably, like, slightly more than Tindurus. Yeah. Tindurus and Sharam are basically the same weight, even though Sharam's, like, way bigger. And then Tarovis is 70 pounds flat. 70 pounds to kilograms. 31.6. Okay, and then I guess I'll do the pictures now. Arovis. Whoop. Whoop. Large sheep. And then the other one. Whoop. Whoop. Cybertops, Barbican, Tarovis. I like it. Check that out. Maybe they can be a little smaller. Yeah, maybe not that small. Size and rotation, 1.9. There we go. Let's see here. What else? 2 special attack points. And then Lang File. Whoop. This Pokemon, this Pokemon, this Pokemon, this Pokemon. Boop. There we go. It appears almost weightless at times because it is weightless. It weighs 70 pounds. And it's like taller than a lot of chat. Because it's made out of bubbles and like sea foam. Alright, time for the level up moveset. Level up moveset. We're gonna insert a row below. Boop, boop. Like that. I feel like this top thing is like way bigger than the other ones. Am I crazy for that? I don't know. Not mean to do that. This is... I don't know what that even did. It just made everything big. It's sadly 2 AM and me tired, so I'm asleep so I can stay longer. It's okay. I'm like basically done. All I gotta do is copy Rain Dance down to here. And then turn this into Thunderstorm. And then Hydrate. Hydration complete. And then I just gotta go over here. And remind myself what the base power for Thunderstorm is. 85, 110. 85, 110. Like that. Yeah, have fun. The info sheet is looking good. I will. I hope you have a good rest of your night. And I appreciate you for stopping by, as usual. Look out for a schedule this weekend, okay? And maybe the Malavok short, if I remember to do that. But you might also consider reminding me to do the Malavok short, because I might forget. Cotton Guard, level 32. We can do Eerie Impulse. Wait, hold on. I'll try. Night-night. Night-night. Have a good one. You know what? I'm gonna teach this thing Haze. Why? Because I want to. Level 39. And then at level 52, it'll be Hydro Pump. Boop. 52. Boop. And boop. Okay. Excuse me. And then all that's left is base stats, and I'm pretty much done. You know? 530. Base stats for Torovis include 80 HP, But not the mental condition. 60 attack. 80 defense. 125 special attack. 110 defense. And 75 speed. I'm just not on key there at all. Forgive me. Alright. So that pretty much wraps up the entire Cobblemon line, which is what I was aiming to do today, which is pretty dang cool. Didn't take nearly as long as Friday. Because we already kind of had the layout already done. And we had an idea of what we were doing, unlike on Friday, which is cool. And I'm very happy about what we came up with today. The only thing I'm not happy about is the fact that this box is bigger than the other ones, and I can't make it smaller. And I figured out why just now. Okay, never mind. I take it back. I don't know why. Why do that? Hello? Why you do that? I don't know. What if I do this? What if it's this? What if it's the line spacing? If I go here, it's 1.5. If I go here, it's 1.5. Okay, no, that's not it. There we go. That's what was wrong with it. At least that one. I don't know what's wrong with it. Chat, I'm out of ideas. Unless it's this. It was that. Okay, cool. I figured it out. Don't worry. I did it. I'm not that stupid. I'm only a little stupid. Oh, wait. That's the one thing I forgot. This. Boop. Boop. There we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're done now. Okay. Okay, wait. Wait. One last thing. Toro versus the Stormcloud Cobblemon. Okay, now we're done. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Alright. Alright, chat. We've got all the starters done. And I think that's a pretty good place to end stream. Because we have been going for 3.5 hours. Which is a decent amount of time to be streaming, you know? Okay, I want to thank everybody who is in chat today. Whether you were here, or you were lurking, or you were on YouTube, or you're on Twitch. You're all valuable, you know? Speaking of which, if you're on YouTube and you enjoyed today's stream, consider liking and subscribing. I would appreciate it a lot. And if you're on Twitch, dropping a follow would really help me out. I'm still trying to get to affiliate. So, we're like slowly but surely making progress on affiliate. So, we're like not quite there, but we're getting there. And we just need to like push for it, you know? Which I guess I'll have to dedicate a few streams to, but we can do it. And yeah, if you want to know more about the mons that I make, you should check out my short series on YouTube. Keep a lookout for the Malavox short that should be coming out this weekend. Unless I forget, which I shouldn't forget, but there's a chance. But it'll probably be out either tomorrow or Sunday. So keep an eye out for that. Same deal for the schedule. The schedule will be out on Sunday as usual. You can look for that either on my YouTube page or on my Twitter, which I post my schedule to every week, and I also post when I go live. So if you want to see me post funny stuff as well as that, you should follow me on Twitter. But anyways, I've been yapping for too long. It is time for me to say goodbye. I will see you guys next week, okay? Probably on Monday. I will see you guys on Monday, okay? But until then, goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.